Meanwhile, we're checking back on the Little Germany community of Washington County, Tennessee. The river there washed out the only road in and out. While some have found a way out, dozens are still there because there's nowhere else they can go. News 5's Preston Ayers is in Washington County with more on how the community is sending help.
I want you to take a look all the way across the river. That's where the Little Germany community is. You can see a truck waiting over there for some supplies to be delivered. The only way to get there is by helicopter or by walking along this very treacherous path that in some points involves hugging up next to some big rocks. They are able to communicate, though, through the work of amateur radio operators. The floodwaters pushed this house into the middle of State Route 81. We traveled beyond the barricades for the first look at even more destruction to Emeryville and Bumpus Cove.
We're trying to get the roads improved so that we can get more help, more emergency services through here.
Just on the other side of the river, we can't show you the damage to Little Germany just yet. It's impossible to drive there and almost impossible to reach it all. I met up with Terry Bailey at the Sheriff's Department's command post in Lamar. He, along with several other ham radio operators from the region, are providing a vital communication link to the cutoff community.
We've dropped some handheld radios back into Little Germany so that we can have communications back there, back and forth with them.
By chance, a ham radio operator lives there. Bailey checked in on him while we were talking.
KK4 FDP, this is a welfare check. I wanted to see if there was anything you needed back there right now.
They're helping coordinate helicopter supply drops, but also calming the fears of worried family members back here on this side of the Nolichucky.
We made contact just yesterday with some families that had wished to do a welfare check on their people back there, and that was great to be able to do.
Crews are working to build an access road through the forest, but until then, this 1920s technology remains the most reliable way to communicate. Washington County Sheriff Keith Sexton says they have embedded several officers who are now staying in that community in the event someone decides to hike in and is maybe up to no good. In Washington County, Tennessee, Preston Ayers, News 5, WCYB.
County leaders calling the situation in Mitchell County, North Carolina, a crisis. Right now, there is no power, no water, no internet, and no cell service. News 5's Kristen Kwan was there today and shows us the challenges they're facing.
Emergency management officials here in Spruce Pine, North Carolina tell me they are still in the response phase of this disaster. They tell me right now they can really use help. Business owners in Spruce Pine are in shock.
I mean, it's just totally devastating.
The flood destroying almost everything in its path.
We're thankful that, you know, we're talking about my business, my family's safe, my employees are safe, my friends are safe. Really and truly, that's all that matters. But, you know, we are finding people that we're not as fortunate.
Right now, there is no electricity, water, or cell service in the entire county.
Our 911 system is having to rely on radios in order to dispatch right now because our internet is out. You know, that is our issue. To get out, people will need to, if they have an emergency, they have to get out to a fire department or a rescue team and let them know.
County Manager Ellen Cook saying the volunteer fire departments are also serving as donation drop-off locations. They are in desperate need of oxygen, generators, and battery-powered radios.
We need the means to reach into some of these smaller communities and get food out there to those folks that haven't been getting these updates. They've been sitting in a house for nearly a week, and they don't really know what's going on or if help is coming.
Federal disaster medical teams now set up at Spruce Pine Hospital, helping those who are hurt or without much-needed medications.
We have individuals who have lost everything and don't have access to their critical medications. We're seeing individuals who have sustained trauma, patients with diabetic complications. We're seeing what a normal ER would normally see.
Emergency officials say they are still responding and want to assure their community they are doing everything they can to help those in need.
Prayers are important. We want you to know that they're going up and we want everybody in this country just to throw those up for us. Second, our mountain spirit's strong. We're not broke. We're out here, we're working our tails off to get this place going. We're self-sufficient mountain folks, but sometimes you need a little help. We're going to need some help.
In Spruce Pine, North Carolina, Kristen Kwan, News 5 WCYB.
Begin with Janya Nordello, who's in Unicoi County tonight, continuing to press for answers about the missing workers at Impact Plastics.
Yeah, Rebecca, I'm out here live in Unicoi County, where, as you can see behind me, it is just truly devastating. And as you can see, the community is trying to rebuild. Officials that say they are now in recovery efforts. And one of the places that was most impacted was Impact Plastics, and the families are concerned that there are no answers. And a lot of workers claim that this could all been avoided if management would have said something sooner.
We shouldn't have worked. We shouldn't have been there. None of us should have been there. And that's what I should say to them.
This is footage of Impact Plastics during the flooding, with several employees stuck, some now missing or confirmed dead.
It hurts knowing that they didn't make it and I did. I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't seem fair to me.
This is what's left of Impact Plastics after the devastating flood, and there are currently work crews here trying to clean everything up, but they say it's going to be a while before anything goes back to normal. Impact Plastics released a statement saying management was monitoring the weather, and when the flooding reached the parking lot and the plant lost power, employees were dismissed. However, some workers claim this is not what happened.
When they told us we could leave, it was just too late. I mean, there was no way out. Some people made it out with four-wheel drive, but if you didn't have four-wheel drive, or if you were stuck in that line I was stuck in, it was too late.
District Attorney General Stephen R. Finney issued a statement asking the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation to look into the allegations involving Impact Plastics and any potential criminal violations, saying this is an ongoing investigation. Officials in Unicoi County say they're working around the clock, but families of those missing grow desperate with no answers. I'm devastated. I'm honestly very devastated because I have no news. I don't have any news about her or any of the rest of the families, and her kids are waiting for her. I also did want to add that on Wednesday, Impact Plastics addressed the news saying Impact Plastics has not been contacted by the TBI, but will fully cooperate with their investigation. The company is also conducting an internal investigation. So, and that's all we have so far. So in the meantime, I'm going to send it back to you. Reporting live from Unicoi County, Janya Nordello, News 5 WCYB.
All right, thank you very much, Janya. More than 70,000 residents in Greene County have been without water for several days now. County officials say progress has been made toward providing water for the area. News 5's Liam Bridgman is at one of the many water distribution sites in the county. Liam.
That's right, Rebecca. It's been since Monday that thousands here in Greene County have been without water. I'm at one of many water distribution centers. I'm here at the Greenville Municipal Airport. They have many of these water distribution centers out here in the county giving out bottled water. But today I talked with the Greene County Mayor, Kevin Morrison, about when water could be back here in the county. More than 70,000 residents in Greene County have been without water since floodwaters swamped the area. The main pumping station for the county, which supplies water to 6 different stations in the area, was damaged by debris. Justin Yayo lives right by the pumping station. He says the community response has been powerful.
I know that they're working nonstop to get the pumps up and running, to get water back to the town and help everyone out. It's been rough without it, but community's coming together, handling it well, and we'll get through it.
Greene County Mayor Kevin Morrison told me crews are actively working to restore water with temporary pumps.
I'm very hopeful and prayerful that by the end of today,
that the Greenville Water Commission might be able to get the water turned back on.
Morrison added because of damage to other piping, those in the Horse Creek, Greystone, and Camp Creek areas will still be without water for several additional days.
Even when we're able to turn the water back on, there will still be a boil advisory for those that are looking to consume it. It'll probably be okay for bathing, washing clothes, washing things like that, but not for consumption.
We'll continue to provide you updates about water accessibility here in Greene County, on air and online at WCYB.com. In Greene County, Liam Bridgman, News 5, WCYB.
Food City and WCYB are partnering to help collect donations for flood victims here in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. News 5's Natalia Hillen is live tonight at the Abingdon and Food City. So, Natalia, tell us how people can donate.
Yeah, Rebecca, I'm at the Food City in Abingdon, and as you can see in the front, the radio stations have been in the front all day long collecting donations for flood victims in our region who were affected by Hurricane Helene. They'll be here until 7 p.m. tonight. But it doesn't just end here. From now until October 12th, you can give monetary and in-store donations at any Food City location at the checkout. Earlier today, I spoke with customers on how they're giving back. Customer Tony Justice told me he donated an entire pickup truck full of water to help those in need.
So we wanted to come and support that and do what we could do, you know, to be a little bit of a light in a bad situation. And hopefully a bunch of other people come out as well, because there's a lot of people in this area. If just one person, each person come out and bought one thing, I mean, that would be so helpful. So.
100% of the proceeds are going towards helping flood victims in our region. And if you didn't get a chance to come by the special flood relief drive today in Abingdon, you still have 2 more chances to stop by and donate. They'll be at the Blunteville Food City location tomorrow from 11 to 7 p.m. And on Friday, they'll be at the Johnson City location on the North State of Franklin Road from 11 to 7 p.m. as well. And remember, you can donate at any Food City location. Reporting in Abingdon, Natalia Hillen, News 5, WCYB.
Well, after putting out a call for help late Monday afternoon, ETSU Athletics collected items of need on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, coaches, players, and staff members were able to get out in the community and bring the donations to both Carter and Unicoi counties. Lauren Bradford reports.
When you have something like an ETSU and you know that they're in our corner and they care about us, that means the world.
The Bucks, supporting the communities that support them.
They're all a part of our experience, and so, you know, just everybody wants to be a part of giving back to them and helping them.
An eye-opening experience, seeing the effects of the devastation firsthand.
It's sad watching a family that has lost everything with little kids go in there and pick out items. It's just, it breaks your heart, and you certainly want to help out in any way you can.
You know, just knowing the devastation that they've gone through. So not only in East Tennessee, but Western North Carolina, which is near and dear to my heart. You're just trying to figure out ways to fix it and knowing it's going to take a while. And sometimes it's just being there and listening and then figuring out practical ways that you can send money or bring things, or how can we help everybody, and being committed to do it for the long haul.
As for how the Bucks are continuing to provide assistance now, ETSU will be collecting donations at all stadium entrances ahead of Saturday's rail rivalry, with Bucks head coach Trey Lamb having one message for the fans.
So show up, be loud, make sure you're pulling for the Bucks on third down, and bring an item to help out those that have lost everything.